The process of applying for a job at CVS begins on the company's website, where a link to the Careers section can be found at the bottom of the page under Corporate Information. By clicking on this link, you can search for a job by title or location. Choosing to search by location, you can enter a zip code, such as 7816 in Baton Rouge, and select to search for stores within a 5-mile radius. This search yields 64 results, including various positions such as management trainee and pharmacy technician. Selecting the retail store associate position, you can choose a specific location, such as the store on Florida Boulevard. Clicking on the job title brings up a description of the position, including job functions, duties, qualifications, education, and an overview of the company and its mission. To apply, you click on the Apply button, which prompts you to either log in if you have an existing account or create a new one by setting up a username and password. The password requirements are specific, needing to be 8 to 25 characters, including uppercase and lowercase letters, a special character, a number, and no spaces. You will also be asked to answer security questions in case you get locked out of your account. Once logged in, the application process begins, taking around 26 to 30 minutes to complete. You will be asked if you are a current employee of CVS or any of its affiliates, and then given the option to upload your resume or fill out the application manually. You will need to provide personal information, including your email address and mailing address. You will also be asked if you authorize the company to communicate with you via SMS. The application will prompt you to add educational information, including the name of the school you attended, the country, address, city, state, and zip code. You will also have the option to add skills, which can be selected from a list or typed in manually. Adding work experience is the next step, which involves putting in the title of the company, the start and end year, and some job responsibilities. You will then be asked how you heard about the job and given the option to answer voluntary self-identification questions about race and gender. You can choose to answer these questions or decline. The application will also ask about any disabilities you may have and provide the option to identify as a veteran or the spouse of a veteran. You will be asked about your availability, including how many hours you are interested in working per week and what times you are available. You will also be asked to provide information about your language skills and shift availability. The next section of the application asks for additional information, including whether you will need immigration sponsorship for employment and whether you are willing to submit to a drug test. You will also be asked about your age range, whether you are legally able to work in the U.S., and if you have ever been employed by CVS before. The application will also ask about your expected base pay for the position. The application then verifies your personal information, including your name and address. You will be asked to provide education history, including the name of the school, the country, address, city, state, and zip code, as well as your major and graduation date. You will also be asked about any professional licenses or certifications you hold. The application asks for work history, including the name of the employer, the start and end date, job title, and reason for leaving. You will also be asked to provide a professional reference, preferably a former manager or supervisor. The application will then ask a series of questions, including whether you have ever been disqualified from participating in federal health programs and whether you have used narcotics or other controlled substances in the past 3 years. Finally, the application asks you to review and agree to the company's drug policy and provides information about the Work Opportunity Tax Credit Program. Once you have completed all the sections of the application, you can submit it and attach your resume if you haven't already. The application will then be reviewed, and you may be invited to complete a virtual job tryout as part of the hiring process. Upon completing the application, you will receive a confirmation of receipt, and your profile will be submitted for consideration.